What's going on, everyone? So today was not the most fun day to be in the stock market, to put it lightly. The day started strong, and then we just had I think, the culmination of fear, anxiety, uncertainty, all kind of bring out the negativity in the market. If we look at all the major indices, the S&P 500 was down 1.71%. The Dow was down 750 points at 1.69%. The NASDAQ 2.2%. The Russell 2000 at almost negative 3%. Even oil was down 3%. When we look at major catalysts this week, we're looking at quantum, and if we remember, it feels like forever ago, but it wasn't that long ago. There was the Majorana. So Majorana quantum chip. How do you say that? How do you say Majorana? Investors, I think, are uncertain about the economy, uncertain about the future, uncertain about U.S. equities, and that uncertainty, fear, all the changes happening in the White House, in the administration, in the world economy, in the global political landscape. There's just a lot of, it just adds up. It's a kind of a culmination. It's not any one thing. It's just an exhaustion of all those things. And then we saw Walmart this week provide more conservative guidance, and we've seen the market react strongly. And really that was one of the catalysts to pull down everything. And it's kind of when we look at it, it's a little bit of a bummer if we look at it just from obviously the lens of the whole U.S. economy, but specifically quantum, because quantum had some big news this week. If we remember, it feels like forever ago, but it was just 2 days ago that Microsoft unveiled the Majorana 1 quantum chip. Do you feel like they could have chosen a little bit of an easier name to read and pronounce? Maybe not the best decision on the name there, but they made a significant leap in quantum computing, did a video on that, and we really love to see tech giants we saw quantum stocks this week do their best to respond to this news. And the unfortunate reality is we're only as strong as our weakest link. So in the last 5 days, if we look at QBTS, it's been in a consistent, nice uptrend. However, if we got more into the details at market open each day, the potential for quantum stocks this week was quite literally off the charts, if you ask me. We could have been looking at some pretty insane gains, and I'll show you that on the chart. So both of the last 2 trading days followed a similar pattern. We open, we gap up, so there's a significant increase, and then there's sell-off. But QBTS holds and then posts a nice end of day. Then we gap up again. And QBTS at one point in the trading day saw an $8.20 price point before it sold, often consolidated around $7.20. Now, when you consider that the market looked like this, that is pretty impressive for a small cap quantum computer company. So again, quantum computer stocks are showing strength in greater weakness in the market. So Rigetti was a similar story this week. If we look at the last 5 days of price action, we had a gap up. We're over 12 and then sell off. So this followed the yesterday, it followed the trend of QBTS. We had a strong close and then a nice open today, pushing 1250 pretty easily. And then with the rest of the market, a significant sell-off. So this is what the graph looked like today. I drew in some levels, and I'll explain these levels for you all, because when I watch charts, it helps me just to see some. I like to color code things a little bit. So key levels. So if we're looking at the QQQ, green means good. Yellow means, okay, we're going in the right direction. Red means, not looking so hot. And purple is, oh shit. And we hit a couple of my oh shit levels today. And these aren't based on just random numbers I pick. I go back and I look at a month of data, right? So if we look at the QQQ, which tracks most of the major tech companies, we haven't seen this level since we're going back 9 days where there was consolidation. So there's a pretty strong level of support all the way back to late January. If we go back even further, we've kind of chopped around. And similar thing for SPY. I know that's a lot of drawings, but bear with me. If we look at the day, we just had this really unfortunate, just constant, breathless downtrend. All stocks must go down, right? So we've been stuck in the SPY at this 600 level for a long time. And it looked like we actually got out of the 600 level, but we made our way all the way down back. So when the SPY is down, when QQQ is down, it's difficult for any stock to make real progress. We saw all the quantum stocks have strong opens, and then follow the trend of the greater market. So what do we make of all this? I think that quantum stocks are showing some nice resilience. I think it's easy to get caught up in negativity. I think that we are seeing some really exciting headlines out of quantum computer stocks, and we're nice resilience in the quantum computer stocks. So I think when we actually go into more of a bullish environment, the price action that you're going to see in these stocks can be potentially a lot more accelerated than it was this week, as long as that sentiment, it does feel, and I'm interested, tell me in the comments below, but it does feel like this market currently has a fairly short attention span. So the timing of this little crash here is pretty unfortunate, because we have the Microsoft news, we have a lot of excitement about quantum, and by next week, will people remember? I'm not sure how many planes are going to fall out of the sky over the weekend. how many new tariffs are going to be announced, how many new executive orders are going to come through, how many more people are going to be fired, what's going to happen over the weekend to change the directionality of the market, because without a change in the directionality of the overall investor sentiment, I don't see quantum stocks being able to break out of their current levels. We are seeing really strong signs if we just zoom out from stocks like QBTS. IonQ has fallen down a little bit. If we look at the chart, and there's not really a great reason for this. If you look at all the quantum companies, IonQ is a mover and shaker in the space. They are constantly making new deals. They are innovating, and they're building quantum at scale. They're one of my favorite companies. I should do a video specifically on IonQ. I know they're looking at potentially moving to Texas. They've outgrown their current headquarters, and we just have more to see. So these are great buy levels for IonQ, and that's all I got for you folks today. I would say keep your heads up, stay positive. If you're obviously interested in quantum computer stocks, if you're following this channel, or quantum computers in general, I would say this week was actually showing all of us that there is a lot of strength, because there are a lot of stocks in the market that went down a lot more than these quantum stocks did today. I want you all to keep that in mind. The hardest hit one was QUBT at 7%, but if you look at the market as a whole, there were large cap companies like Nvidia that was down 4%, Netflix down 2%, Oracle down 4%, Tesla down almost 5%. A lot of money rotating out of the market today. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Hopefully brighter pastures next week.